Hello everybody, here we are, race again, and as promised, here's a video, part 2 from the beginner's guide I wanted to make. Unfortunately later I'm really stuffed with work, different job, different shifts, and yeah, it's a bit all over the place. So yeah. Someone called Orange Tree on YouTube asked me to do a video with like a budget build with rare parts, and he likes machine guns apparently, so he mentioned vectors. So yeah, I'm a fan of machine guns too, even though I think they are a bit underpowered and, end game stuff. But nevertheless, they are really fun to use, and here's the build. Okay, let me see. Yes, assemble. Let's have a look. So, before we do anything, just gonna explain briefly why I did some of the stuff here the way I did. Okay, in my personal opinion, this is the best way to hide the vectors, because they are like, wet toilet paper. You get the gun really easily if you don't cover the weapons in a half decent way at least. So as you can see, they are behind the cab, and to help the shooting angle, let me just show you, because as they are too low behind the cab, obviously you'll be able to shoot out mostly. See, that's the closest I can shoot, roughly there. There you go. And this is the best way to do this. Let me show you here. As you can see, got large wheels at the back, medium wheels in the middle, as this. I'll show you better here. Large wheels at the back, medium, small, and very small, the starter wheels. You can replace the starter wheels with, there's another blue wheels the same size. I mean, there's actually a couple of types, which I think is the stub wheels and aviator wheels. Yeah, that's the ones. But bear in mind, that's gonna increase your power score. I mean, this was the way to try and keep the build with lower power score as possible. Let's assemble this back again. And I'm actually cheating a bit because I have a purple radiator here to help me, which I think is it's probably the best combo for this build. 3 guns and a rad or a cooler, but I prefer rad, to be honest. I think it's more useful. And again, I made the build in a way that it will work as a platform for you guys to try different weapons, say, for example, and that's the reason, by the way, that's the reason I left that space the way it is, because you'll see in a minute why. So let's say you want to try cannons. Example, you can slam up 2 judges. Well, actually I can't, because I got the... There you go. You can slap 2 judges. Again, you can probably drop the ammo boxes at the back. Here's the thing though, you shouldn't really keep a lot of explosives together, because that's a recipe for disaster if you get shot by a cannon on the wrong spot. I mean, like this, you could feed two, because, you know, one here, another one next to it. These are the wheels with most durability. Hardly you lose these wheels before any others. So again, from the side they'll offer you protection, but from the back it's a bit dangerous. So probably the best way will be around here on the sides. And again, that's the reason I drop an extra part. Yeah, see, there's two bumpers here. So you can drop one on this side, one on the other side, and there you go. You can use, say, you can try more weapons, like a couple of rapiers. You know, slap a couple of rapiers here on the top. There you go. With maybe one radiator or one cooler plus a detector. You know, detector is really useful. Or by all means, use a scope if you want to. Just drop here a couple of structure parts and then the scope on top of it. But honestly, scope of this power scope, I've never been a fan of scope anyway. So yeah, you can use cannons, you can use machine guns, rapiers, you can even use, well, you can literally try most of the weapons. Say, for example, well, this is not wasps, you'll need to do a few changes. You can, for example, go here, no, needs to be one. There you go, excuse me. And actually, I'm doing it the wrong way. Is that the front of it? Oh, come on. But you got the picture. See, there you go. I mean, depending on, see, you got more space. I mean, you can slide these forward a bit, and then instead of using 2, using 3, but then using 3, you'll need to use a generator, and then your power score is gonna rise. See, that's my whole point, because now, with 2 weapons, and if you drop a couple of ammo boxes, you're gonna be just under 5k. So, yeah, the whole idea is try not to raise the power score too much, and that's why the biggest reason I'm only using one set of blue wheels at the back, you know, to make sort of a wedge build, if that makes sense, so the machine guns, they have a better angle to shoot. Now, a couple of more things I would like to point when building. Let me see all this again. So there you go. I got bumpers at the front. I mean, if you don't have this train plow, choose another plow or choose another bumper. Because bumpers are made to ram stuff. So, let's say, as you can see, couple of bumpers to the front, and then around this guy here, boom, you lost the wheel, and I'll keep running. I'm not doing damage to myself. That's what the bumper is made of. You know, if you see, have a look. See, this increase the damage on collision. I think he used to say something else though. This might be an update, but now let's say I removed it. So yeah, try to use the bumpers for what they're meant to, and again, that's the reason I'm using bumpers as protection for the weapons. For two reasons. I mean, they got decent hit points, and yeah, if someone rams you on a hob or something or whatever, another build, at least you won't lose your guns on collision, at least. So yeah, try to use bumpers for collision, and maybe protect the weapons or your explosive parts or anything that is you consider really important on your build. 2 raiders at the back. I mean, I dropped 2. Again, if I remove 1, I can lower the power score a little bit. But yeah, stay there, because it's always good to have a radar. Keep an eye on your map while you play, especially if you're playing alone. And yeah, they serve as rear protection. Again, the rear, it's got a bit of a space armor on purpose. Cannon shots, or sneaky peeky behind you. So yeah, you can hold a couple of hits there, and say for example, look at this. See, he's holding up on 2 parts. Again, say for example, the reason of this little piece here is holding these 2 together, because if you don't have this here and you lose this, actually it's attached to that one as well. But yeah, try to connect the dots as much as possible, so if someone blows up a pipe, the rest won't fall. Like for example, imagine I get this here, I lose this, I'm gonna lose the bumper and the radar. You see what I mean? So yeah, try to keep the dots together. And what else? Yeah, at the front, this is just basically sort of a space armor. I mean, he's too old, those cannon shots. He might get sometimes a lucky shot. He might remove 1 or 2 weapons, but won't remove the 3 of them. Very rarely. I mean, look, with a build like this, you're not supposed to be the guy on the front line. You're supposed to be the guy in the machine guns. It's the guy to support. It's the kill assist guy. It's the guy to remove wheels. It's the guy to degun the enemy. It's not the guy to run into the enemy and try, kill them fast. You won't kill them fast. Machine guns, they are really nice to use, but gotta use your brain though. So yeah, let's let's do it. Let's go. Yes, I've been using the, you know, as you can see, I use Xbox controller. I used to be a controller player, and I still use the controller to build because I got so used to move around and stuff with a controller layout, and I still play. But lately, I'm trying to adjust to keyboard and mouse. Let me grab it. Because yeah, I can see some benefits in it. Not as much as, you know, a lot of people say. Not as much. So if you know how to work, someone can remove it from it. But you know, that's vectors for you. You need to play these games. That's how it is. Okay, let's try the build. Let's do some battle. See what we can do with it. Again, regardless what build you use when playing PvP, just, you know, keep an eye on the map. See where your teammates heading. Help them when you can, or you know, it's like sometimes you get decent teams, sometimes you know, when I say a decent team is players who understand, you know, sometimes you get those teams where they're just running to the enemy. I mean, I'm trying to be away from the game just because I'm trying. Ooh, boy. Then I will not see there's two over there. Oh boy. So many explosives together. Look at that. Fuel barrel, fuel tank. Oh, by the way, I forgot to show. I do have a fuel tank. But I didn't use the fuel barrel. Honestly, I avoid using the fuel barrel. the durability is rubbish. And it's just so awkward to put in most builds. I mean, could put it in the back, I suppose. Yeah.
Let's go.
Making myself more exposed. Get blown to pieces all the time. Oh well. Get away. That's where we lose the sheep runs. Start pushing. Just press fire. Oh. That's what you meant to do. Press fire. Go down. Thanks, buddy. Sneaking. Yeah. All my rules, okay, let's go around. There's the counter. Let's jump. Woohoo! Come here, buddy. Oh, you can ram as much as you want.
Yeah, that sure put that pork in the fire.
Yeah, I didn't do much. We see 5 assists. Just because you didn't go a lot of points doesn't mean you didn't do it wrong. Like I said, machine guns, suppressing fire, it's already good help. It's just it is a good help.
Contact.
How is it going around down there?
Another enemy destroyed.
my build. It's not about metal bits. See what I'm saying about the, connect the dots? My left bumper is still there. Because it's connected to the grill of the flip. It was just connected to the bit of the back.
They're on my rafts from a sinking ship.
Yeah. Oh, and I tried to use, forgot to mention, as you can see, this is well, 57, meant to be 55 parts, a 55 part build, so doesn't have a lot of parts. Most of the parts are engineers. I can't, it's difficult for me to do a build on this account, thinking, 100% what parts the player has available, but, engineer parts are the first ones you get anyway. If you don't have exactly the same parts, try to improvise with, another part.
Come on, guys.
Running down the left.
I burn him! The enemy is assaulting our base.
Oh boy. Do a shotgun build with a growl. It's a faster car, we can run around, shoot people up, and get away. But I mean, I guess you could use vectors with a growl too, but it's not as easy to either weapons. I mean, it is easy, but it will require more parts. So, yeah. In a way, it's not easy. Doing a good job, friend.
The last one sneaking around here.
Whee! How do I change the... About to change the camera for another player. Run, boss, baby. Oh, boy. Now you go. See the drone guy, get away. Oh, see, obviously. That one bit. Go away.
We're defeated. Let's get out of here.
Okay, let's do another battle.
Attack! Let's go! Man, he's right ahead. I was lost. Settle up, boys. Got you right there.
Come on, keep going. Stop jumping. Let's go and capture it. Come on, come on, come on.
Now that's what I like. Well done.
Ah, that was funny. Okay, let's do one more, then I'm gonna show you quickly how you can modify the build if you want to do some raids, because you should modify it a little bit. And you can use this build for anything really. I know it doesn't look hard,
Stick
pretty,
together.
but hey,
Cover each other. Let's go.
that's engineer part for you.
The base is under attack.
Let's rest together.
I see the enemy. Let's get him.
kaboom, kaboom. Oops, sorry. Oh, we got stuck. Oh, and another thing, guys. Enjoy the horns in the game. It's mandatory. I didn't drop a horn on this build again for the sake of the video. But yeah, enjoy your horn. Don't let other players tell you don't spam it. Well, use it when you want. It's there for you. Don't let other people tell you you want to play the game. They're saying on the left, I'm going on the right. Yeah, GG friends. Oh, it's GG. Well played game. Yeah, see, there you go. 4 kills. Yeah, not really. They done most of the work. They done most of the work. That's another thing. People with the kills and kill steal and stuff. Oh, please. The only thing that matters to me is winning a match or losing a match. And obviously stay alive for the sake of fuel if I'm farming fuel. But when I'm not farming fuel, I don't even care about that. For me, there's only winning or losing a match. Kills, yeah. Whatever. Like I said, I had 4 kills there. You know, there's matches I had 7 kills. Even 8. I think I still got the videos, the recordings. What? It was the team that done most of the damage, so just one person finish on that.
No heroics, boys. Attack from the rear.
I wasn't trying to steal anything, it's just it is what it is. You see something, you shoot. Happens to be me dropping the last bullet.
I'm gonna capture the base. Hurry!
Leave the boss alone. As you see, I took quite a few hits until I actually get blown to pieces. So, okay, if you want to do raids, you need to modify this a bit. But it's the same guns. That's it, roughly the same amount of parts. I mean, you can. Okay, this connected to the car. So, because if you connect it only to the rad, you lose the rad. You're gonna lose all your gun mount and everything. So, okay, I'll use a couple more of these. It's not exactly the position I wanted to drop. Oh, actually, just for the sake of you guys having pads enough, we can use these as well. See, more grills. Can use 1, 2, no. Couple of bumpers to protect them. I'm sure you're gonna have these. You're not gonna get shot that often anyway. But still. 1, 3, 3. There you go. And now move one of the raiders in front. So there you go. To protect that grill a little bit. Not that you need it a lot. And you move this raider to the middle. And 61 pounds. Look, you can remove a couple of bits. You probably could remove a bumper here or even just remove this entirely. And drop the raider like this. See, you could do this. They're still all well, but you know. Oops. Do that again. So you keep it roughly like this. Gives you that higher angle. You can shoot anywhere, and because the bots want them to shoot your guns, they will aim at one cap. The way the build was, the guns will be close to the cap, and you know how bot is. So yeah, just get the guns a bit higher. Could maybe protect that grill a little bit more, but I believe this will be enough. So let's do a raid, see what happens. Okay, let's do normal one maybe. What do we have here? Oh, need to have 5,000. Use. Can add a few more bits and you'll be able to do hard raids with it. Yeah, let's try this. Normal raid, hit and run, scavengers, see what happens. Anyway, try to pick up the enemies first, and then finish. Don't be greedy for the points, and the kills, and all that stuff. Just be smart about it. So I'm gonna jump over.
Don't go running to that one.
On. Don't break it. What? You can go on this side. like to play games like Crossout. I think it's more fun. Creative game now. Don't know if no, it didn't! It didn't miss! There you go. It's there. Okay, let's wrap up the video. That's it. You can see what the build is capable of. Actually, let me show you. Let me grab one of my Typhoon builds. Can be that one. Just to give you an idea, most powerful cannons on here. One shot. Look at the build. You're not gonna fight against these cannons with that build. Or you might fight one, let's say, you know, a single Typhoon build. But definitely not a build like this you wouldn't go up against. So yeah, the build is quite resilient. Another thing is, look, I could show you bit by bit how the build is. I'm just gonna, you know, show the underneath, see how the frames are. The radio, again, the reason the radio is in front here, it's just a little extra protection for the fuel tank in case you get, you know, cannon splash, basically. And yeah, I try to use all heavy frames because I mean, light frames for if you want to do a grab build or, you know, a really fast build or hover build, yes. But apart from that, I like to use heavy frames, even on hovers when I can, unless I'm limited by tonnage or mass. Yes, I use the light frames. And that's why I said on my previous video, Lunatics is one of the most important factions in a game for endgame, you know, because it got all the light parts in it. Very useful. Gives you a lot of options when you run out of tonnage or mass. So yeah, that's the build. If you want to check the build exactly how it is, piece by piece, I have dropped it on exhibition. It's under beginner budget. So I'm sure you'll find it. You know, just try it out, see what you think. I mean, modify some things if you think they work better for you. Personally, I think the build is decent as it is. Again, got that space here at the back. I mean, I done it in this way so you can quickly swap weapons if you want. You know, play a different weapon and, you know, see what works for you best. Again, I mean, I'm a fan of machine guns. It's probably one of my favorite weapons in a game, but yeah, it depends on your playstyle really. But hey, hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you soon for the part 3. Maybe next time I'll do a purple build. I don't know, do you want me to do another blue build? Budget hover build for beginners, you know, if you want to get into hovers and, you know, start by doing a few raids and, you know, get used to the movement, strafing and stuff, and, you know, PvP, just let me know in the comments below. See, you know, tell me what you want me to do next, and, you know, I'll make sure it happens. See you later, guys. Have a good one.